This is the most hated man in Asia right now.
You very hungry? Do a little dance like this. Dance like this, like this. Dance. Dance is money.
And he's become famous for going to different Asian countries and taking advantage of their safety and kindness and acting like a complete piece of shit. And because we're all living in the dystopian timeline, Johnny Somali, real name Ramsey Ismeal, has been able to make a career out of being a public dickhead because he's what's called an IRL streamer. So grandma, basically he streams himself doing the most obnoxious, degenerate things possible so that people online watching him can give him money. Like I said, we're in the dystopian timeline. That was until he tried this dumb shit in Korea where they ended up confiscating his passport, all of his streaming equipment, and are currently working on charging him with crimes that could get him up to 30 years in a Korean prison. I've spent the past month or so torturing myself learning about this subhuman trash and how he got into this objectively awful situation.
You're gonna come up to me, bro, why are you being racist to other people in other countries? Why are you bullying people in other countries? For money, like, for clout.
I've said it many times. I don't give a f. I have no morals. I don't give a f.
So let's get into it.
Bow, 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 bow.
Now, Ramsey really began to make a name for himself during his IRL streams in Japan, where he would walk around Tokyo filming himself being racist and harassing people.
Do your job, I do mine, bitch. You better chill out. Yeah, nigga, take that shit, ho. Yeah, take that shit. Do your job.
That was real gay, my nigga. Cut that out.
I think the best clip that really encompasses how much of a dumb piece of shit little Ramsey is actually his first clip to ever go viral. The one where he got drunk and started taunting Japanese people about America dropping nuclear bombs on their country.
You know Hiroshima? You know Hiroshima? Nagasaki? You know. Why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki!
First off, as somebody who just got back from Japan, even I know you don't talk to people on the train. Unless you have been poisoned and you are currently dying. You shut the f up and you mind your business. And Ramsey isn't just striking up a conversation. He's trying to get a reaction out of these poor people by throwing one of the most tragic events in their country's history in their face for kick views.
You know why we do to you niggas? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we destroy it because you don't know how to behave.
Alright, obviously this is super fucked up. For those of you who don't know, Hiroshima and Nagasaki are where the good old US of A dropped 2 nuclear bombs and killed thousands of innocent Japanese people. And Ramsey's premium content is making fun of that tragedy in front of Japanese people because fuck them. I mean, according to Ramsey, they're all just NPCs anyway.
It's hella NPCs out here.
These are all NPCs, bro.
Ice is so good, Chris.
But thankfully, we had one of our own come and try to de-escalate the situation, probably assuming that Ramsey is retarded, because in my opinion, that's the most logical conclusion to come to when you see a grown American man yelling Hiroshima, Nagasaki on a Japanese subway.
Why don't you leave him alone?
What?
Just leave him alone, man.
What do you mean?
Where are you from?
You know where I'm from?
Where are you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America?
Yes.
So am I.
You're from America?
Yeah, you're being obnoxious.
You know what we do to you?
What do you do?
We will do again.
Do what?
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Why not be a good... You're from America.
Why don't you sit down?
Why don't you be a good representative
Why don't you
of
sit
America?
down?
His only goal was to get Ramsey to stop harassing people on the train like he's a fucking homeless man on fentanyl. And how does this man-child who looks like a racist drawing that came to life handle this hero's kindness and grace?
What's your ethnicity?
I'm Korean.
Then sit down, brother.
Why don't you sit your ass?
Korean War, you know what happened to you?
Yeah, he throws the Korean War in his face. Because of course he does. What else is he gonna do? Act like a human being? We're not talking about a human being. We're talking about Ramsey Ismeal. A piece of shit.
Do your job, bitch.
So after this dog interaction, people start clipping it and it goes viral. And I mean mega viral. A bunch of huge content creators start making videos about him. He ends up on the Japanese news.
はい、迷惑系 YouTuber ジョニー・ソマリ元被告ですよね。
And within like 36 hours, Johnny Somali becomes the most hated man in all of Japan. So now people in Japan start confronting little Ramsey in the street. He even got slapped up a few times. I mean, look at this video where this little dumbass is is walking around Tokyo filming himself, and a Japanese warrior emerges from the shadows and beats Ramsey's ass.
Hey, all my real niggas drop in Discord right now. Hop in Discord. Oh, whoa, what the?
And just so we're clear, damn near every single day Ramsey was in Japan, he was doing obnoxious bullshit. It's not like he had this one little incident on the train and then just like went into hiding. Like, no. The entire time he was there, he was just acting like a complete piece of shit, referring to Japanese as Mulan language.
Yo, this shit is in Mulan language. What does it say? This shit is in Mulan language. What does it say?
Hey, buddy, that's Chinese. All right, Chinese is Mulan language. Japanese is Hello Kitty language. Don't be racist. And Asian people, I don't want to hear it. All right, you're gonna get jokes. All right, because a lot of you motherfuckers real quick to use that N-word when it came to Johnny.
Where are you? Where are you?
Where am I?
Where are you?
And look, I'll give you a pass. I see how he's acting. He wants to call you slurs. Use slurs back. Fine, but don't get sensitive on me. That's all I ask. He continues to egg people on. He continues to harass people in the street, being a complete dickhead. Because little Ramsey didn't come to Japan to experience a new culture or learn anything. That's too much effort for him. He gets headaches. See, when Ramsey sees Japan, he doesn't see a country with a long-lasting history that he can appreciate. Instead, he sees a country where he can act as big of an ass as possible with little to no repercussions. Also, that he can entertain his mentally ill fan base that plays monkey noises on his text-to-speech every 15 minutes.
Oh no, nigga, it's already starting now, nigga.
Because for him, this is all a game. He believes that as long as he's doing it for the content, even if he's fucking with you, you don't have the right to get mad because he's trying to get subs. That's the mindset of him and a bunch of other cancerous kick streamers. It's like they all heard that dumbass phrase, all press is good press, and just decided to make it their entire personality. But the saying that this dumbass should have been paying attention to is around and find out. Because when this absolute failure of a human being planned a little meet and greet for all of his fans in Japan, instead of any supporters for Johnny Somali showing up, he got 10 grown men at his doorstep ready to beat his ass that forced him to make a public apology.
Don't tell me you are going to drop an atomic bomb on Japan. Okay?
Okay.
The Japanese don't think you are good.
Okay.
Apologize to the Japanese. Come on.
Now, little Ramsey did technically apologize,
Gomen aside, Japan. Gomen aside. I'm sorry.
but obviously he wasn't remorseful at all and took zero accountability for anything that he did. Instead, he decided to blame everything on the autism that he doesn't have,
I have a little bit of autism. A little bit. A little bit of autism. You know autism.
and the fact that Japanese people just don't get American comedy.
You're not a comedian.
I think I am.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
Are
they
they
think.
laughing? Are they laughing?
Well, they don't understand our comedy.
See, in Ramsey's head, he's a comedian, a troll, like Jackass. He's just doing his job. All of these stupid Japanese people just don't understand his highbrow comedy. And just to show you guys how much of an absolute disaster this dog shit apology was, as Johnny is standing there in front of like 10 Japanese dudes who are pissed off about him yelling Hiroshima, Nagasaki on the train, his audience is playing audio of him yelling Hiroshima, Nagasaki on the train on this little speaker he's wearing through his text-to-speech.
Anonymous sent $5.
Oh, no, that's not.
Okay, guys.
Now, Grandma, text-to-speech is a thing that you can do for certain streamers. So basically, Johnny wears this dumbass little speaker on his shoulder all the time that he has at max volume, and his audience is allowed to play any sound they want by sending him like a little $3 donation. They're usually sending things like monkey noises, sexual noises, bomb threats, North Korean propaganda when he's in South Korea, which is illegal. All sorts of insane shit, because a lot of the people that watch Johnny actually hate him and want him to get in as much trouble as humanly possible. But anyway, after that god-awful apology, this group of men really only wanted one thing from Johnny. Don't stream on the train.
Don't stream on trains. Don't put TTS on trains, right? Because basically, you're allowing other people to make you their bitch.
But because Ramsey has the brain of a Pomeranian with Down syndrome, he does what? streams on the train again.
Not make money. I just want to get to my destination in peace.
And as this smooth-brained, probably inbred human being decides to stream on the train again, one of those 10 guys appears out of nowhere in pure Japanese fashion, punks him off of the train, and forces him to make another public apology.
Oh my God, it's you again. It's off, it's off. Yo.
A few moments later.
申し訳ありませんでした。申し訳ありませんでした。
And much respect to this man for trying to get little Ramsey to see the error in his ways and everything, but it's clear to me that this is a man who does not give a f.
I don't give a f. I have no morals.
He's just repeating the words. I mean, when the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia, got a hold of him and made him make another public apology, nose to the floor style, he's still yelling CX in the chat for his little dumbass fans.
People in Japan, Paul Denino, Ice Poseidon, everybody. CX in the chat.
Grandma, CX in the chat is just a terminally online way of saying LOL, basically. So he's still like, haha, I don't give a f. Yakuza gang shit. And obviously he gets away with it because one, these people don't speak English for the most part. And two, they're not terminally online obnoxious Zoomers, so they damn sure don't understand what CX in the chat means. I had to look that up, and I have a career of making videos on the internet. They didn't stand a chance. So after weeks of little Ramsey getting slapped up in the street and the Japanese mafia on his ass, he decides to flee to Bali. And once this 5'3" pussy is out of the grasp of the Japanese people, he starts running his mouth again, taunting Japan, saying China's #1, and again making fun of the people that died in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Yakuza, you were too nice. Should've broke some shit. So now little dumbass Ramsey finds himself in Bali, a country with a strict government and almost zero Japanese people to harass. He's sad, almost defeated, until he realizes that his hero, Ice Poseidon, another pussy boy, is on his way to Thailand. So what does Johnny do? He buys a ticket to Thailand so that he can interrupt Ice Poseidon's legal meeting or whatever by pretending to be his lawyer, which obviously annoyed the shit out of everybody there.
Listen, I'm here as the lawyer, listen. I have to save Chris. Hey, please, stop. I came as a lawyer. Hey, I don't know this. We don't know this. Yes.
Can you please turn off your live stream?
Oh, no, it's not on. It's off.
It's not
It's
off.
live.
Please get out.
But in fairness to Ramsey, he can't help it. This is his love language. I mean, look at this man. He looks like he was bred to be an irritant. He is the human version of a bad herpes flare-up. Irritating, painful, and kind of gross to look at. Now, if I'm being honest, Ramsey's Thailand arc wasn't super eventful. He gets pressed a few times because of his actions in Japan.
Yeah, this you?
No.
You sure?
It's me. Yeah, what's up?
I got a problem with you, bro.
Oh, good.
Remember me to Hiroshima?
Whoa!
You, dude.
But Ramsey, as stupid as he is, does realize that if he pulled the same shit he pulled in Japan in Thailand, they would beat the shit out of him and roast him on a stick. So he plays it a lot more safe, because he's a pussy. Though there is one clip of him harassing this kick streamer and then that kick streamer pushing him into a pond filled with fish shit that I think we can all enjoy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This guy's harassing us.
You suck, nigga.
The shot of Ramsey's phone in a gross pond surrounded by fish shit is the type of thing that'll make an atheist think twice, you know what I mean? But anyway, after a few weeks of getting pressed in the street and getting pushed into fish ponds, Ramsey decides to head back to Japan to stir up some more bullshit. And this time he brings his friend Gino with him.
Can I eat your Eat your
So you know it's going to be 10 times worse. They're going on the train being obnoxious as hell. And again, the train is a sacred place in Japan. They don't want you talking to your friends loud. They don't want you talking to strangers. People had a long ass day at work. We all hear how awful the working conditions are in Japan. These people want to be left the fuck alone. They damn sure do not want to be part of the Gino Johnny Somali dance mob, okay? But as you're aware, Ramsey and Gino have zero concern for anyone but themselves and the clout they can get from being public cancer. Speaking of a dystopian future created by sociopaths, doesn't it piss you off that these lizard people in tech are making billions of dollars selling your information to other obnoxious billionaires in tech just so they can bombard you with more obnoxious ads? If you had an opportunity to protect yourself from these vultures, wouldn't you take it? Well, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN, you can now minimize your online presence by masking your IP address. For the old people watching, an IP address is basically like your home address but for the internet. And similar to your home address, you don't want a bunch of sketchy weirdos with that information.
Wow, that's amazing. But how is this possible?
Well, ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts and reroutes 100% of your online activity through secure servers, making it way harder for your digital activity to be tracked. That's exactly why I use it on all my devices at home. These soulless vampires have enough. You're not getting my data too. Leave me alone. Another benefit of ExpressVPN is the fact that you have access to region-locked content. See, another annoying thing that these big streaming companies do is give certain countries specific content, which is not fair to us, the common folk. These people already tricked us all with the idea of streaming, eventually turning it into less convenient cable 2.0. So why not get the most out of the services you're already paying for? Having Netflix without a VPN is like having YouTube but only being able to watch Logan Paul and Johnny Somali based content. Nobody deserves that. And the best part is how easy it is to use the ExpressVPN app. I just press one button on my phone or my computer and that's all it takes to keep these parasites out of my business. So if you hate the fact that big tech is tracking you and selling your personal information for profit, it's time to tell them to please stop and get ExpressVPN right now to protect your online freedom and privacy. Also, you can get an extra 3 months for free by scanning the QR code, clicking the link in the description, or using my link at expressvpn.com/Kamal. Thank you again to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the most pathetic man on the internet. Disrespecting and harassing random women on the street.
Look. Okay, no, I don't show you. Oh man, these too scared. Japanese, they be showing there's too much filter.
They harassed one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, made her cry for no reason.
Live right now? What you live on? What you live on?
I am live on Twitch.
Hey, chat, get this TTS nigga play this. You on Twitch?
No, I am on Twitch, but don't do that.
I'm on Kick.
Yeah.
Kick, we don't like Twitch streamers on Kick.
Okay, then we are not talking.
And then turn around.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Fuck, bye-bye. Get banned, bitch. Get banned, bitch.
I'm a dick. I'm so sorry, guys.
Harassing this poor convenience store worker, talking to her like a fucking animal.
Bitch, get to work. Do your job, bitch. Check my bottle. Do your job, bitch. Before I turn up. Do your job before I turn up. Do your job before I turn up right now, bitch. Do your job. The fuck, do your job and I'll do mine. You understand? It's my job. Do your job, I do mine, bitch. You better chill out. Yeah, nigga, take that shit, ho. Yeah, take that. You better do your job, bitch. You better do your job, I do mine, bitch.
All because she politely asked you to stop streaming in her store. Because Ramsey and his dickhead sidekick were dancing and streaming to racist music inside of her convenience store. Annoying the shit out of everybody there. Breaking into cars to eat watermelon like...
Yo.
The amount of like weird
self-hate
this dude has is insane. I talk about it more later in the video, but like it's so gross how much he plays into like all the negative black stereotypes, and it's like,
I'm so sorry, I'm so loud, you know, big black lip, black eye, big black lips, sorry. I feel like a chimp, like outside the zoo here. I really feel like a chimp outside the cage.
But my personal favorite day for Johnny and Gino was when they got bowled off that liquid courage and tried that goofy shit to the wrong people and ended up getting laid the fuck out in pure cartoon fashion.
Fuck you, nigga, bitch ass. Fuck you, bitch ass. Whatever, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, nah, man, nigga, yeah, and what?
Just don't camera. All you have to say
don't
is...
grab nothing. Oh.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Shout out to the white man. All of these moments were incredibly disrespectful and obnoxious, but none of them were technically illegal until they ended up doing this.
Yamaguchi Gumi, tell him I said what's up.
He's going to a warehouse. I'm just a cameraman right here. I'm just a cameraman. I don't put fucking more here. I'm sorry. Oh, it's a warehouse. Oh my god, check what the fuck I got myself into. Oh, he's mad. Get him mad. Get mad. Oh, he's getting activated on it. He's getting activated on it.
Yep, the Japanese government said that is trespassing and arrested his ass shortly after. And he ended up spending about 90 days in a Japanese prison. And his dumbass sidekick, who apparently snitched on him, ended up getting about 60 days. And trust me, I would love nothing more than to report back and say that the Japanese prison system cleansed Johnny of all of his clout-chasing demons. But unfortunately for us all, since he's gotten out, he's only become even more unhinged and demonic.
Shut up, bitch!
Because Ramsey's next big move was to go to Korea and disrespect the victims of slavery. This is the great content that this dumbass is so passionate about putting out into the world.
Everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people.
Now, these bronze statues represent the Korean women who survived being comfort women.
Comfort women. Those who were forced into sexual slavery by the Imperial Japanese Army before and during World War II.
And surprisingly to no one, Japan isn't super fond of these statues since it brings up their whole, up history and everything. So by Ramsey kissing this statue, he actually found a way to piss off Korea and Japan at the same time. Now, some of Little Ramsey's dumbass fans might be asking me, Kamal, how do you know that he understood the significance of the statues? Why are you putting that on it? Maybe he just thought it looked cool and he just wanted to kiss this statue of this small girl. Well,
Lil pussy boy.
Get out of here. They're gonna clip that. You don't know the significance of that statue. You don't know the significance of that statue. I do. Japan's trying to remove those all over the world.
Yeah, it seems like he knew the significance of the statue, right? Shortly after he did this dumbass little stunt, people start clipping it and it goes viral on Twitter. And Korea is rightfully pissed the f off. Now, with this backlash, does Little Ramsey A, apologize, B, act like it didn't happen, or C, strip down, lather himself in oil, dry hump, and make out with another one of the statues?
Then kisses the statue's lips.
Yeah, unfortunately, he is that much of a mouth-breathing piece of shit. Now, after this, the people of Korea are enraged, and they decide to literally start hunting this man down in the streets. Because remember, his career is to walk around streaming himself being a human parasite.
You very hungry? Do it again like this.
So he's not super hard to find. So every time this manlet decides to peek his head outside of his Airbnb, a Korean hero comes from the skies and beats ass. There's like 5 different videos I've seen of this man getting fucked up on camera. Nothing too crazy, but enough to make a Korean grandmother smile, and I think that's all we can really ask for. It got so bad that Johnny had to turn the camera on and make an authentic apology to stop people from beating his ass.
You guys only saw me dancing with the statue. And honestly, if I could take it back, I won't. How about that? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. If you want me to apologize and bow down on my knees and apologize, I refuse. I won't. So what are you gonna do about it? You gonna kill me?
I hope so.
You gonna kill me? You're gonna kill me for dancing with a metal bronze statue?
I hope so.
Get over it.
I'm kidding. He decides again to double down. What, you thought this cretin was actually capable of human development? Of course not. He's a piece of shit. And the most ironic thing about all of this is that Ramsey touts himself as like a devout Muslim.
Am I Muslim? Of course I'm Muslim, guys. What do you mean I'm not Muslim? I'm Muslim.
Just do no pork, because I can't eat pork. So I don't want to cook. There is a lot of pork. You realize, like, these guys, they eat pork.
Well, nigga, when you with me, you can't eat it. We can't cook pork and beef on the same thing.
No?
No, what the fuck?
Bro, I can't eat pork. What are you, insane? I'm a man of faith. Sure, I have no issue with drinking, drugs, or making an entire career out of being a degenerate, racist piece of shit. But eating bacon? Bro, that's haram.
We selling drugs, we doing drugs, we killing people. Everything on live, nigga, on live.
Now, everything we've seen from Little Ramsey has been objectively awful, but most of it wasn't technically illegal. I mean, even in the several fights that he was in, all he really did was get his ass beat. So let's go over some of the crimes that this dumbass has been charged with. He was drug tested and found to have THC in his system. They don't play that shit. He deepfaked a video of him making out with a popular Korean streamer.
Look, me and my Korean girlfriend. Look, you see? Y'all niggas jealous, y'all niggas getting pussy like this.
Pretty sure that's not a crime in America, but it is in Korea. Multiple charges of obstruction of business. One of those times being when he goes into a convenience store, starts drinking alcohol, which you're not supposed to do, starts throwing wet noodles everywhere and cussing at the lady who's just trying to do her job and get through the day.
It's right to say you should never have kids. You're fat. What are you talking about?
안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고.
Shut up, bitch.
Police?
Call the police, stupid ass.
Police 불러요, 형님.
Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? I already got you niggas, stupid ass, bald ass. Monkey asshole, shut up, dude.
Complete piece of shit. Blackmail, apparently that was filed by another YouTuber in Korea. Don't know much about that, but that's a big deal. Sexual crimes against children. I believe this is a time he was walking around with his TTS on that dumbass speaker and his audience was playing hentai noises and other unhinged shit around a bunch of children. Not good. Assault charges, supporting the DPRK, which is basically a charge for supporting any sort of North Korean propaganda.
천만에 그러한 위험한 시도는 즉시 강력한 힘에 의해 옹림될 것이며.
I'm assuming he's getting this for the dozens of times that his audience was playing the North Korean national anthem on his speaker through the TTS.
Kim sent $5 hail Kim Jong-un.
Bro, you're gonna get my ass arrested, bro.
Or the times that Johnny turned the camera on and praised Kim Jong-un, told them to nuke South Korea, talked about how fearless of a leader he is, all that dumb shit.
Shout out North Korea. Shout out Pyongyang. Shout out Kim Jong-un. That's my till the day I die. Tell Kim Jong-un nuke the. I just don't want to be here when Kim Jong-un press that red button.
When you're like on the border of a country that's trying to destroy you all the time, it makes sense that they wouldn't fuck around with their propaganda, you know? And because this moron live streams his crimes, the prosecutors are hitting him with a new charge like every other day. Now, adding up the maximum for all of his charges, it's around 30 years. Now, I don't expect him to get anywhere near that sort of time, but Little Ramsey is convinced that he will spend 0 days in a Korean prison. But this is how I see it. This Johnny Somali shit is international news. The entire country of Korea, and honestly, the entire world, hates this man and wants to see him get that sweet Korean discipline. I mean, when another man beat Johnny's ass on camera and got arrested for it, the people of Korea bailed him out and put him in a 5-star hotel. So if I'm the prosecutor and I lock this man up, I am a hero amongst the people. But if I let him walk like Japan did, everyone's gonna hate me for letting this goblin boy cuck our country in front of the world.
Tell Kim Jong-un nuke this.
So I don't know, but I figure he'll get at least a year, maybe 2, but obviously I think we're all hoping for the most. And if I could ask anything of my Asian brothers and sisters, please leave these as the actions of a demented singular individual. This is not an American thing, and this is not a black thing. This is about one person who fucking sucks. Because I've heard from people in Korea that this is hurting the perception of black people in their country.
His misbehavior it led to a lot of prejudice and biased views to American or like black Americans, or sometimes because of his naming that he named himself Somali, so many Somali people.
That's not fair. And look, I know that's kind of like a human thing, so I get it to an extent. But remember, my Asian friends, remember how y'all were treated during COVID. I promise I'm making a point, so bear with me. Asian guy walks into a room, everybody treats him like he's patient zero. Everybody's giving him the side eye, people are backing up, they're covering their mouths. Asian people are getting attacked on the street for no reason. And you're like, bro, look, bro, I'm Vietnamese. Born in Irvine, never left California. Why am I getting treated like this? It wasn't fair, it wasn't up. And all I'm saying is, when you put the actions of Johnny Somali on all black people, you're kind of doing the same thing, just saying. And another thing, this bitch loves to talk shit about black Americans, so we definitely won't be shedding any tears for Johnny Somali.
Johnny Somali is the difference between African Americans and Africans. We come to this country and we don't flip. Within 10 to 20 years, we're millionaires. Your people have been here 400 years as slaves and still poor, broke, killing each other in gangs, selling drugs.
Do your worst, Korea. Do your worst. Don't nobody give a fuck about that nigga. The funniest part about all of this is that Ramsey's disgusting obsession with money and clout has left him with neither. Because when it comes to money, he's been banned from YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So all he has left is his Rumble account, where he doesn't even have 2,000 subscribers. So best case scenario, he's making hundreds of dollars a month, maybe. And let's talk about the clout, because people know who Johnny Somali is, but what is he known for? Being a racist, disrespectful, destructive asshole. Everywhere he goes for his great content, the entire country ends up despising him. And if he manages to make his way back to the US, he's got Americans of all different races, religions, and creeds that are publicly claiming that they're going to hurt him.
Like, you gotta watch your back, I'm telling you. If you're in a 20-mile radius to where I live, be prepared to see me.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's exclusively Asian dudes, but still, there's a lot of Asian guys out there. That's not a group I would want to piss off. So little Ramsey can cope all he wants, but I highly doubt that this was the clout that he was aiming for. And the thing I'll never understand is how he was so stupid that he didn't see this coming. Because as someone who just started making content for a living, I couldn't have seen this going any other way. There's this delusion in America that turning yourself into a meme is going to bring all this money and fame. That is a lie. No one worth a damn is going to associate themselves with Johnny Somali, the guy who got famous for yelling Hiroshima, Nagasaki at random Japanese people.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki!
As divided as this country is, we can all agree that that guy is a piece of shit. And the most hypocritical part of it all is that little Ramsey touts himself as a man of faith.
Allah saved me from a lot of situations, guys. I should not be here right now. That's like, I believe in God to the fullest, guys.
You know, I'm no expert on the Quran or anything, but I'm pretty sure Allah isn't cool with drinking, doing drugs, having premarital sex with high schoolers and ladyboys, allegedly.
I'm too young for you, I guess.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
It's legal here in Israel. Take my Instagram.
Johnny lies to them about his age, saying that he's 19 when in reality he's 23, then reassures everyone it's okay because 16 is the age of consent in Israel.
It's legal here in Israel. I don't go.
Threatening women with rape. And making an entire career out of being a racist, degenerate asshole. But hey, I'm sure God appreciates the fact that you didn't eat that bacon, right?
Boy.
This is the part of the video where I usually try to say something positive and give little Ramsey some advice, but I'm not gonna do that today. I mean, entire countries hate this man, beat his ass, and put him in jail, and he only gets worse.
Shut up, bitch!
In my eyes, this is someone who's only really going to learn when it's already too late. I mean, this dumbass, with the situation he's currently in, with all these charges and a court date in December, is still acting like an ass, taunting Korea on TikTok. He's in a foreign country where he doesn't speak the language, he has no money, and he's got a court date in December where he could end up getting years in prison. And he's still talking shit about the country he's in court for disrespecting. If this bitch isn't a lost cause, I don't know who is. I have a feeling that Ramsey was the black kid in the mostly white school who made friends by humiliating himself. A lot of you know who I'm talking about. He grew up in suburban Arizona. He's always talking about his loud, big black lips. He refers to himself himself as Starvin' Marvin and a literal monkey.
I feel like a chimp, like outside the zoo here.
And I'm guessing this isn't new behavior for him. And now he's doing the same shit. But now instead of humiliating himself for validation and acceptance at school, he's humiliating and degrading himself for acceptance, validation, and money for the saddest people on the internet. And it's not only incredibly sad and pathetic, but it's just lazy. See, Ramsey, you seem to have the mindset that just because you're okay with humiliating yourself for Rumble views, that everyone else should be cool with it too. But the thing is, most people in this world aren't self-loathing, talentless losers who are willing to sell themselves out so that preteens on the internet can laugh and throw money at them. That's the life you chose because you didn't want to have a boss.
You go to school for 4 years, you go work for 40 years, you end up in a cubicle with a suit on and a tie, getting the same salary as everybody else. Where's the mobility in life? Where's the mobility in life?
Where's the mobility in life?
Well, dumbass, we all have to answer to something. You chose the tech overlords to be your boss, and they all simultaneously rejected you because you are bad for business. And now, even if you wanted that 9 to 5, you couldn't get it because you're so desperate to tell people that you don't have a boss that you're willing to do everything in the world except become a person who can make decent and entertaining content. Call me an asshole, but I think it's undeniable that you are one of the most pathetic people on the internet. And you got exactly what you deserved. A life with no money, no opportunity, and friends that'll sell you out the second it's convenient. Oh, and a possibility of years in prison and millions of people around the world that want to cause you bodily harm. Oh, and one more update since it's taken me way too long to make this video. Now the Korean government postponed your trial until March and confiscated your streaming equipment, so you have no way of making money. So good luck. This is the bed you made, so fucking lie in it. Please let me know you made it to the end, and if you enjoyed this video of me making fun of a delusional narcissistic asshole, I can guarantee you'll like this video even more.